And yes, welcoming you again on our channel. So, sir, what is Siddha? Actually, we want to start from this.
Uh, Smile greetings to everyone. Siddha system of medicine is one among the ancient or traditional system of medicine under Indian systems of medicine, which comprises of Ayush, Ayurveda, Yoga and Naturopathy, Unani, Siddha and Saurigpa, and Homeopathy. This is exclusively practiced in Tamil Nadu, Puducherry, and Kerala. Of course, it has branched out to some other states also, including Sri Lanka, other countries like Sri Lanka, Malaysia, Singapore, latest in Dubai. In Siddha system of medicine, so we have internal medicine, external medicine. So internal medicine, there are 32 numbers, and external medicine or therapy are 32 numbers, which mainly comprises of fumigation, steam vapor, then massage, cautery, bloodletting, etc. Before going detail, you must know the word Siddh. In Tamil, Siddh is called knowledge. That is enormous knowledge, endless knowledge, or unlimited knowledge. Those who possess enormous knowledge are called Siddhas or the saints in the south, whereas in the north it's called Rishis. Siddhas are Rishis. Okay? Those who have enormous knowledge and the system which has enormous knowledge is called Siddha system of medicine. Before going into detail, so we basically have 96 principles or 96 truths. There are many which Panchabuddhas, five sensory system, etc. That comes completes 96. Out of which, so I am going to deal now only part how to diagnose in Siddha system of medicine. We call it as eight weapons of Siddha, eight weapons for Siddha doctors, namely observation of tongue, color, mouth or speech, eyes, observation of faces, urine, touch, and pulse. So in Tamil we call it as Na, Niram, Moli, Viri, Malam, Mutram, Sparisam, Nadi. Where Maruthuvar Aidam. So Maruthuvar Aidam is a weapon for Siddha doctors. Then comes Vada, Pitta, Kaba. These are the main principles of diagnosis and treatment. Also, we consider these three one. So these should be in the ratio 1:2, half is to quarter. If it is in the normal balance, so we call it as three humors or virtadum. But if there is any derangement of in the ratio, that is 1:2, half is to quarter, we will call it as three doshas, either Vada dosha, Pitta dosha, or Kapha dosha. If one or more doshas are combined, we may call it as Vada Pitta, Pitta Kapha, Kapha Vada. Likewise, if all the doshas are intermingled, we call it as Mukatra dosha. These form another apart from eight diagnostic features. We are very much particular in about Vada, Pitta, and Kapha.
Sir, I
Other
have
thing
one
is,
doubt here. Diagnosis we study in traditional Chinese medicine also and Ayurveda also. So this
of course.
Siddha diagnosis and this diagnosis is similar or it's different?
So more or less similar, and some in some occasion it differs from Chinese system of medicine or traditional acupuncture. So, but in traditional acupuncture, we call it only four. We are saying auscultation, palpation, in interrogation, and one more thing is palpation. So, the four diagnostic features in the traditional system, but in Siddha, eight. So, but in four, eight will be included. So, allopathic system, five, they are coming with five types of diagnosis, Siddha 8 and TCM 4. Okay. So, We call it 8 diagrams features, Vada, Pitta, and Kapha, and 10 types of air: Prana, Vyana, Abana, Udana, Samana, Nagan, Kurman, Girgaran, Devadan, Dharanjaya. These are 10 values, we call it as, or else we can call it as simply air. Depending upon the location and the function, they are called like that. For simply prana. So prana is the location is upper chest. So main function is respiration. So abana is in the below the navel. So it is the pushing force that helps in the defecation, urination, labor, periods in the case of ladies, and a seminal ejaculation in the case of males. So, according to the nature of the functions and location, it has been named. Okay, only on that, but as per the location, it has been renamed. That's all. Then taste. Regarding taste, in acupuncture, there are only 5 tastes is mentioned. In other system, it is four taste. But in Siddha, we are considering 6 types of taste, namely sweet, salt, sour, bitter, pungent, and astringent. So 6 types of taste. So this is one or unique factor than other system of medicine. Then comes on Panchaputa. Like in traditional, which is Chinese medicine, we are having 5 elements. The same 5 elements apply to Siddha system also, but there is small change. We call it as Prithvi, Apu, Teyu, Vayu, and Akasha. Okay, Prithvi is earth, and Apu is water element. Teyu is fire element. Vayu is air, and Akasha is sky. See in Siddha system. Whereas in acupuncture, it is wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. So there is some variation in the diagnostic and also indication also. There are some similarities and also there are a lot of dissimilarities between the 5 elements between the Siddha system of medicine and traditional system of acupuncture. So
Sir, can
now,
we say that Siddha is more similar to Ayurveda? Like in Ayurveda also we have three dosa, in Siddha also we have three dosa.
of
In
course,
both? Mhm.
so what I have told you, there is many similarities and dissimilarities in traditional Chinese medicine and also Siddha. Likewise, in Ayurveda and Siddha, they are more or less equal and more or less different also. In fundamentals, they slightly vary from Siddha system. So both Ayurveda and Siddha are unique in their own principles, own truth and beliefs. So we can't say which one is best, which one is bad according to their own system of medicine. So they can diagnose the individual and thereby they can treat the disease, whether by taste or panchapata or 8 diagnostic features, anything else. In Ayurveda, they have their own diagnostic features, and in Siddha, we have our own set of beliefs and tools. Okay. And
So, what
apart
are the things we can apply in our day-to-day life, sir, to make our life,
sure.
to live our life? Siddha?
We are coming to the core subject today. What we have planned is lifestyle modification through Siddha. So you know that nowadays heart attack, high blood pressure, high sugar levels, increased stress levels are all due to faulty lifestyle habits. And how these lifestyle habits are due to erratic sleep, erratic food habits, erratic consumption of water or drinking, and also increased stress level. So now I am going to deal. I am going to enumerate some of the tips. You may call it also about what is said in our Siddha literatures, not by me. It has been given by the great Siddhas. So there are many Siddhas, out of which 18 Siddhas are foremost, among which Agatya is the father of Siddha medicine. So his birth star comes under Ailya star. Ailya between December 15 to January 14. We celebrate Saint or Rishi Agastya's birthday, Ayilya, birth star Ayilya, as our National Siddha Day. This
Okay.
2023, we are having National Siddha Day on January 9th. Okay, so now
Mm.
I am going to say something about lifestyle modification. So we know sleep, we know food, we know water. These are some of the commonest erratic lifestyle disorders, reason for the many diseases. First, I will
Mm.
come with the sleep. What is sleep? Food, water, intake of ghee, intake of buttermilk, then oil bath, then bowel evacuation, urination, and physical activity, etc. First is sleep. How do you sleep? So we know many people are sleeping as their will and wish, uh, either by the ear, backbone, or in front of the by tummies, or right side or left side. Siddha says, our literature says, which is good. Only you have to sleep only on your left, the heart. So that helps in the heart pumping, and also it aids in good sleep also. Left, you have to sleep on your left side,
Mm.
and at least you have to take 2 hours resting period after taking food in the night. So if you suppose if you have 8 o'clock supper, it is assumed that you have to go to sleep or you have to return to bed by 10 o'clock, 2 hours.
Mm.
At any circumstances, afternoon sleep is avoided. So Siddhas advise not to sleep in the afternoon, particularly while you are taking oil bath. It is strictly avoided. Okay, these are all three main things about sleep. You should not you should sleep only on your left side, and at least 2 hours should be there, and afternoon you should not sleep. Okay, then we can come about food. Food is the major culprit in the lifestyle. So we are mostly we are taking junk foods, fast food, and my white colored food, sugar, salt, maida, or anything else. But what we advise is there are four phrases: yogi, bogi, rogi, and pavi. We call it as four. Yogi is nothing but those who do yogasanas. So male called yogi, and the female one is called yogini. So usually they will consume only once a day, in previous days. So those who consume only one time of the only once a day, they are called yogi. They are perfectly all right. And second type of person is bogi. They will consume food twice a day, morning and evening. And before sunset, mostly they will finish their evening meal. After that, they will drink either water or milk. They are called bogi and general human being. And third type is those who consume food 3 times a day. They are equated to a patient. Okay,
Mm.
Rogi is a patient disease and they are equated to patient. And those
Mm.
who consume food 4 times a day are called pavi. In pavi is equal to sin or crime. So 4 times of consumption of food is not at all allowed in our day-to-day life. Either 2 times or at the most 3 times. Because one time I don't know whether we could follow or not. At least two become by 11 o'clock and before 6 o'clock, or 9 o'clock, afternoon 2 o'clock, and night 8 o'clock. Something
Mm.
4 hours is strictly avoided. And also, even if it is an elixir, you should not consume the leftover food. So yesterday we cooked, but if it is good, we will keep it for the next day. So that should be avoided. And while eating, you have to masticate well with the saliva, and your all your concentration should be in the food, no deviation from the electronic gadgets, mobile, laptop, or TV. So free from all external uh, disturbances. So that is, and then you have to solo. That is good for health. And also, you can consume calm in your food instead of other tuberous vegetables. Calm is good for health for hemorrhoid patient, and also to reduce fat in your body, and also to reduce obesity. Those who are interested in losing weight, they can consume calm weekly twice or thrice. That is good. And food, no junk food, as I said earlier. And immediately after food, you should not sleep. I have said earlier. Okay. Then comes water. So water. Third thing is water. In Siddha, we say is neer suriki. Neer suriki means we have to boil and then drink. That is the good form. So and also there nowadays we see lot of WhatsApp news, YouTube, etc. You have to consume this much of water, and 2 liters, 3 liters, 5 liters, 6 liters. So nothing is considered here. That water consumption is related to the to your habit or work nature. If you are a physical worker and if you sweat more, or so if you sweat profuse, you can drink much water. And if it is summer, if you sweat more, you can drink water. And if there is dehydration by way of diarrhea, you can drink plenty of water. Or else it can be uh, as much as you can. It is not a dictum whether you have to consume 2 liters, 3 liters, or 5 liters. When you are thirsty, you can drink water. And depending upon the season, it may vary also. In rainy season and winter season, your consumption of water might be less, whereas in summer it might be little more. So that one thing. And in Siddha, we say drinking water before food helps in reducing weight, and drinking water after food puts on weight, and in between food it moderates your body. So those who wish to reduce their weight can drink water before food. Those who want to gain weight can drink after food, and you can maintain in between. Okay, and also in the medicine also, for Vata disease we advise medicine before food. For Pitta disease, in between food, and for Kapha disease we advise medication after food. These are all some of the commonest principles in Siddha medicine. And one more, we call it as இடையில் குடியில் கடையில் வரவேல். So இடை means middle, கடை means last. So in between food you should not consume water, whereas once you finish food you can consume water. These are all things. இடையில் குடியில் கடையில் middle. You should not drink in between food, and you should not forget to drink water after food. This is another phase in Siddha system of medicine. Next thing is buttermilk. You know, most of the high-end people are taking curd or yogurt, the yogurt in a hard, in a solid manner, but it is strictly against our Siddha system. We advise, our Siddhas advise not to take curd. Instead, they advise the curd should be fermented, and buttermilk should be churned out of that by adding more amount of water. So buttermilk is good instead of curd. And ghee or butter. Solid ghee or butter is not advised. Instead, melted. The ghee or butter should be melted, and then we have to add with our eatables. Okay, we call in simple in Tamil we call it as nesuriki, morpiriki, neyuriki. Again, I will repeat: nesuriki, morpiriki, neyuriki. That is, water should be boiled, curd should be made into buttermilk, and ghee should be melted. These three we have to follow in our lifestyle because food is a major culprit. I am telling these to in order to get a healthy lifestyle. I am saying this. Then physical activity. Normally, physical activity is good for our health. In Siddha, what we say immediately after food, strong, strenuous exercise, walking, lifting heavy objects are contraindicated. Whereas after supper, you can walk mildly for 5 to 10 minutes, but not in a heavy pace, speed pace. This should be slow. That should be maintained. The physical activity. Then bowel evacuation and urination. In Siddha, we advise minimum 3 times should be evacuated, and 6 times urine should be uh, uh, urinated. Okay, so we call it as mummalam arune. Mummalam means 3 times. Aru means aru is six. So 3 times of bowel evacuation and 6 times of urination is good for health. And also, this also depending upon the seasons, whether rainy season, winter season, or summer season. Then oil bath. In oil bath, yeah, we are almost these 30 years we have missed oil bath because of various reasons. I don't know why we have missed, but the Siddha system of medicine inculcates or strongly believes oil bath is it's a vitalizer that elongates our life. So for longevity in life and also for overall health, oil bath is essential. That too, they were advised twice in a week, Tuesday and Friday for ladies, and Wednesday, Saturday for gents. Tuesday, Friday, ladies, Wednesday and Saturday, gents. Twice in a week, oil bath is an essential entity. In Siddha, because already I termed as Vada disease, Pitta disease, and Kapha disease. For each disease, we are advising separate oil, special type of oil, 3 days consecutively. Vada disease 3 days, Pitta disease 3 days, and Kapha disease 3 days. But each disease, special mention of oil is recommended. Either sesame oil or ginger oil, ghee, or Eclipta alba. There are many medicines with respect to Vada, Pitta, or Kapha disease. Oil bath nourishes our body and also our joints mobility. It lubricates. So we have missed. And for hair, dry hair, oil bath is essential. For good sleep, oil is essential. While having oil bath, if I have taken oil bath today, I should not sleep in the afternoon. Already, Siddha's advice not to sleep in the afternoon, but specific mention while taking oil bath, we should not sleep in the afternoon, and also we should not consume heavy food items, non-vegetarian or green leaves, curd, etc. should be avoided while taking oil bath. And also, if you're taking oil bath, you should bath in the warm water, not in the cold water. Okay, that is also mentioned is there in our Siddha system. These are some of the basic principles: sleep, food, water, buttermilk, ghee, physical activity like walking or exercise, evacuation of bubbles, urination, oil bath. Still, a lot of things are there, but for this session, today's session, I have simplified in order to understand. Understanding, I have given this. This you have to follow your lifetime for a better health and also for a longer life. That I will advise you. This is the modifying your lifestyle habits through Siddha way. Siddha system is a unique system of medicine.
Hmm. Thank you, sir, for sharing such important information with us on Siddha. So we hope we will come again on this topic because there Siddha medicine is so vast. There is so many things in Siddha medicine,
Yes.
and you are having such a great knowledge in this and a great experience. medicine. So we hope we will meet again.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.